Hello, Johannes here. I finished another sketchbook on the last day of the year, actually. It's fun. And as usual, I'm going to show it to you page after page. Once again, I apologize in advance for my accent. And if you're wondering why I'm wearing gloves, it's because it's currently 12 degrees Celsius in my apartment for reasons. So, yeah. Also, I hated this sketchbook, honestly, because the paper is different and I had to change how I make illustrations altogether because before that I used to do sketch, color, line art, and this sketchbook I had to make sketch, line art, color. It turned out okay, but I disliked doing that for an entire sketchbook. So here's an illustration for Voyage au Pays d'Oniry, which I'm currently rewriting because the first people who read it suggested something that could be made better. So yeah, I followed their advice and I'm rewriting it before trying to find someone who can publish it, if they want to publish it. Another one, and another one. That was a sketch for a painting I made recently, a request by a friend after the Orlando shooting. Oh, this year I discovered Bob Ross. And love all you want, but I love Bob Ross's show, and it's very relaxing to watch and kind of mesmerizing too, and I I really like to watch YouTube videos with Bob Ross after my work because I'm so stressed, and then I come back home and I sit in front of the computer and hi, I'm Bob Ross. And I'm like, hello Bob, nice to see you. So yeah, if someone in the world can count down a Dalek, I think it's Bob Ross. That was something we decided with a friend named Scooter. Commissions for someone named Trivia. It's a team made of Martha Jones and Adric. It's an imaginary team and I like it. I like this idea. Some things with 6. The best cliffhanger ever from Doctor Who and the Pirates. Oh no, you are going to sing. Yes, I am. Some things I drew early in the morning and I wasn't awake yet. A prompt about Chris trying to use makeup on other people. And another one about eutemarsons. Eutemarsons? Difficult to say. Music in shuffle mode. The last illustration that was missing in Voyage au Pays d'Oniry. So bibliothécaire is like, hey, it's the last one, yeah, it's almost finished. But at this point I still had a lot of things to write and I'm like, yeah, almost finished. Fits an 8 in the Blue Angel universe. Some things I drew in the park. Something about 8's coat from Dark Eyes. I wanted to draw the cold from Interference because the description was really great, and I wondered if I could draw that thing. And so far, every single person who asked me to show them this sketchbook opens this page and is like, ah! So I'd say Achievement unlocked! More things about interference. Yeah, the ink got through and it looks rather gory, but it's just ink, I swear. Fan art about fan fiction I really loved from I can't even read the title. It's Coma Said the Nightmare. It's from Guarding Dark. It's a crossover between Doctor Who, the Cthulhu mythos, and his Dark Materials. I'm not kidding, and it's short, but it's awesome. More art with Aiton Fitz. That's from The Taking of Planet 5. This is concept art I made about Lost on Mars by Paul Mars. This is Sook, the alien the winged alien who's a friend of the main character. She's with her there. The main character, Laura. Toaster, the robot. I was at my grandparents' place to help them, and you can see a lot of stars where they live, and even the Milky Way. And I live in the city, and we can see the Milky Way there. So I wanted to paint what I was seeing through the window. So I was at night I was sketching this at the window, and with a little light, and a small bat, flew right in front of my face. It surprised me a little bit. And I was like, yeah, hello. What do you want from me? I like bats, but it was surprising. More things from Lost on Mars. That was clearly inspired by what I drew the previous day. And I think that's it for Lost on Mars. That's an old version of 4, and it looks a bit creepy. That's from the Forbidden Time companion chronicle I really liked. A series of commissions by Sida Being Brought, I think. I can't remember. I drew that a few days after my birthday. It's an alien who's happy because its human friends remembered its birthday, and so it makes a smiley with 6 eyes and 2 mandibles instead of a mouth, but it still looks like a smiley. Carrie's discovering tea and how it's made, and thinking it's this strange screaming pot is broken. That's about the audio, The Red Lady, which I really loved. Yeah, as you can realize, as usual, there's a ton of Doctor Who stuff in this sketchbook, and yet more Doctor Who stuff. This is Compassion, who's a human TARDIS. Some characters of mine. You're gonna see a lot more of them in a few pages. Another Doctor Who thing, but an audio I really liked again, and again a companion chronicle. It's called Quenis. Again an audio again, plus a strange deer-like creature here. This is Perry and Erimem in The Kingmaker. Also, this year I decided to make a short comic at first about Caerdroia, because I love this audio. I've loved this audio for more than 2 years, and I was like, I need to draw something from Caerdroia, but I can choose because there's too many scenes I like. So I was like, whatever, I'm just going to draw stuff from Caerdroia in order, in chronological order, until I'm bored, and then I'll stop. I drew way too much of that. So here's the beginning. So 5 pages, and I was like, okay, not bad, I'll stop there. I painted stuff in the nearby river. Someone asked me to draw what happens to Charlie when she becomes the portal, the Enter-Time portal, and I couldn't draw that and not add aid saying, it's okay, it's just a drawing, you're safe. Because poor Charlie doesn't want to think about that ever again. So I felt a bit guilty. There's a drawing for a friend who's called Pauline, and who's one of the 2 people who take care of the Pepperpot YouTube channel, which is honestly, it's the best French classic Who channel, and it has a ton of good videos, so check it out if you can. As I said when I posted this, some pretty ladies. I saw this one in a dream, actually. More things people asked me to draw. And Caerdroia again, so 6 pages, 7 pages, 8 pages, 9 pages, 10 pages, and I was like, okay, good point to stop when he captures Croca. And I posted the 10 pages, and I was like, okay, moving on. So more things people asked me to draw. The most ridiculous portrait of this team ever, I think. I'm sorry. I drew this after listening to Doom Coalition 3, which was honestly very, very good. I hope part 4 will be as good. Oh, I met a lady on the train who looked at this sketchbook entirely, and she was really nice. And I was also way too shy to ask what her name was, and I really regret it because but I was so shy. So, Caerdroia again, and I was like, yeah, okay, I also like when Croca is trapped in Eight's mind, so I'm gonna draw a bit of that. So there was already 10 pages, and now 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pages. And I was like, okay, I should stop. I think I should stop there. I went to see Night Vale, Ghost Stories tour, and it was really great. Oh, this is the beginning of the Inktober challenge, where you have a 1-word prompt for each day, and you have to make a picture in ink with your characters. So I picked my 3 bird characters, and I did Inktober with these 3. It's not very comfortable for me because I like color. You know me, I really like color, but it was an occasion to draw them more. I don't draw them enough, I think. The doctors meeting historical figures I like. Inktober again. And straight into Caerdroia again. So, yeah, 5 more pages. Still in its Mindscape, which, of course, has balloons. Of course. Why not? There's this strange part where he tells Croca how he's been feeling without time and how much it hurts. And Croca starts to say, there are things worse than that. And 8 just yells at him, don't tell me I can't imagine them. And you hear the landscape changing, and there's the sound of a heart beating. And so I always imagine the entire landscape changing to something more organic and scary when he yells at Croca at that part. Try to illustrate the book The Burning. Final Owen wrote a post saying, imagine how silly Faction Paradox feels when they realize that, rather than twisting the timelines into knots and mastering ritualistic magic in an effort to shock and offend the Time Lords, they could just have gone around touching plants. So I drew exactly that. I will park again. Trying to make a friend feel better. It was Lorelash. I was on a meeting when I drew that. Some things from the Blue Angel. A creature with a landscape growing on its back. Charlie and Carrie's discovering a photo of 4 and wondering why he's smiling like that. This is yet another page of Kaya, but it's alone. I still have to make more of them to post it. I've made this one, but I need more to post this one. The Scotches, and for like the entire audio I was like, what am I listening to? It was great, but it was so weird. It was a bit scary too. I don't know. I tend to feel really uneasy about cheery people talking about horrible things, and that was like half this audio. Charlie trying some clothes in the TARDIS. And more. I saw the last Harry Potter movie, and so I couldn't help drawing things about it because it has some problems, but the creatures are really great. Father Craner. At least that's how I see him. And I finally listened to Solitaire with Charlie and the toy maker. And it was everything I hoped it would be and more. Because when you put Dodo and Steven against the toy maker, they still try to follow the rules. When you put Charlie against the toy maker, you just know she's not going to follow them, and she quickly realizes he really dislikes when she breaks things in the room, so she does like that like half the time. just to annoy him, and it works. It really works. I went to Disneyland this year too, and I like the part with the Adventure Island and the boats. It's just you walk around, you look at things, but it's really my favorite part of the park. Charlie trying to use a binder suggested by a friend. I think it was Trash Night. It's 100% based on my experience with binders. I I got stuck the first time I tried to take one off, and no joke, I had to Google how to do it. Oh, yeah, that's about the Turing test. I really love this book, uh, and I was still thinking about it like a week later, and I love this scene. It's at the very beginning. It's really weird because you have this pitch. Hey, what about a story where the Eighth Doctor, still stuck on Earth, meets Alan Turing during the war, and yeah, there's an adventure about secret messages and stuff. Yeah, let's do that. And the author instantly decides to write their meeting like a meet cute, and it's absolutely adorable. And basically, eight. I don't know why eight is talking to a statue, and Alan tries to say something funny about it, and eight takes it at face value and goes to pet the statue, and he doesn't know how to react to that, and it's really, really cute. Some creatures I drew recently. I found a shiny Pokemon starter, a Rowlet, and I was very happy about it. That's actually that's the last thing I made this year, even if there's more pages after that. I went to see Moana, and it was really great. But I got the song of Tamatoa, the crab, stuck in my head. It's called Shiny, and I kept wondering why Tamatoa hated Maui that much. So I don't get me wrong, Tamatoa is a jerk, but I was wondering if there was a story behind that, and so I drew it because in the song he says, "I was a drab little crab once," so I drew Maui not getting that Tamatoa is a coconut crab which can survive in water, and he's just thrown him back into the ocean like this, and Tamatoa goes all the way down, and he looks rather traumatized. Honestly, just an excuse to use pretty colors. Just that. The ink got through again. More creatures. And it's the end. Yeah, it's the end of the sketchbook. So this one lasted from June to December. It's pretty short actually.